Good afternoon, everybody. It's lovely to see you again at the end of our first week of term 2 and the third week of being in All Saints at home. This week we've nominated as our Wellbeing week as we really focus on wellbeing throughout the term, so it's really appropriate for us to have our college psychologists, Miss Harmson and Miss Wilson, with us. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hello, everyone.
I really look forward to hearing what you have to reflect on and to look forward to from this time at All Saints at home. So maybe it's time to ask a couple of quick questions, and the first one I guess that I have for you is, looking back on these 3 weeks of All Saints at home, what are some of the real positives that you have seen arise in that time?
Well, I guess I've noticed that we've become really grateful for some of the things that we actually have, and before we were very busy with our time, and when it was taken away from us, we realised that these were things that were really important to us. From that growth of understanding of missing some of those things, we've developed some sense of gratitude and for the here and now and of what things we value, that they still exist.
And for me, I would say that we've all realised how adaptable we are to change in a very short period of time, and how we can upskill very quickly when we need to, as well as patience, because I think we are used to being able to have things very quickly in our lives, and over the last few weeks I think it's been really important, and everybody has shown and learned patience in terms of moving forward as one.
We've certainly learned and grown a lot in this time, and it's really good to hear your reflections. But as we look forward to next week at All Saints at home, and then the possibility of coming back to a more normal experience at school, what do you think are some of the things that will be really important for us as a community to keep in mind?
I think now more than ever it's really important to be proactive about our own mental health and well-being. We look after our physical health, but we also need to be mindful of looking after our mental health as well. So the 5 ways to wellbeing gives us a really nice framework to look at the 5 ways that we can look after our mental health, and have a look at what you're currently doing and what's working for you, and perhaps look at what you're kind of missing out, and take this opportunity of returning to school about what you might be more involved in, what might help your mental health more than you need it now. Thank you.
Mine's a little bit broader, I guess, in some ways. Over the past few months, there's been a measurable change in pollution and greenhouse gas emissions that have decreased globally. For me, I think it's really important that we all know that it can make a difference, and we can make a difference. And just by being aware of putting our rubbish in the right bins and doing whatever we can to help the environment, we may be one person in isolation, but together as a big group we can actually make significant change.
Fantastic. Well, looking out at the community has been fantastic. I'd love to hear a little bit about what it's been like for you in this brand new setting that we've been in for a while. What have you been doing in your homes and in your lives that you might like to share as a tip for our students and parents?
I think it's been a little bit unique in our home in that we've had all 4 of us at home and running through a normal day. We've tried to stick to our routine. My husband has even called out a siren to call us down for lunch. We've stuck to the routine, and at times we've gone out for a walk to enjoy the sunshine, walking the dog, and enjoying just the 4 of us being together and chatting. That's been really important.
And for me, it's been about connection as well with the people that I'm closest to in my family. We've had an ongoing table tennis tournament, so whenever there's any free time, one of us will pick up a bat and challenge somebody, and we all think we've improved over the last few weeks, but we've had an ongoing tournament which has been lots of fun.
Table tennis champions now.
That's right.
Better than you were last week. So just before we sign off from this Daily Bulletin, as we always do, let's have a quote of the day.
So my quote of the day, which it has been a favourite of mine for many years now, by Henry Stanley Haskins, is, "What lies behind us and what lies before us are tiny matters compared to what lies within us. And when we bring what is within us out into the world, miracles happen."
What a lovely note to sign off on. Have a lovely weekend. Thank you very much for joining us.
See you later.
Bye.